Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I love when people pull beyond God tier champs or champs they hope to be at least God tier and they just go for it. Now, sometimes there can be regret. I remember when someone early on pulled Prox from Midnight and put all their resources into Prox because the YouTubers were saying she was Star-Lord 2.0, which in terms of damage was arguable, but in terms of ramp up was painful. And I remember that summoner telling me that they just prayed rank down tickets would come back because at the time a 5-star was very expensive to take up, and yet they were stuck with the Prox Midnight. Valkyrie is a much more expensive version of this, though with the Prestige Wars, no matter what, you're going to have that comfort given how high of prestige she has. But Valkyrie is SIG 200 rank 4. In the 2022 state of this game, now years down the line, assuming the game's still here, somebody click on this video and be like, oh, rank 4? That's so years ago. But right now, it's not. Right now, it's the top of the totem pole. So, he decided that he wanted to not only do this rank up and put all the 6 stones into her, but to submit some gameplay of fights and instances where she just really shines. And I very much appreciate that because I don't know when I'm going to get a 6-star Valkyrie. It could be years. I don't know. All right, here we go. First video is just a short clip of showing her utility against what I believe is the new Cab Event Quest boss, maybe? And check out this damage. Just hitting into his block and seeing him absolutely get melted. I mean, that's why you take somebody to rank 4. Right there. That's the damage. In 22 seconds, he went from like 82% health to knocked out. Now, this is a really fascinating one. I want you to pay attention to Unstoppable Colossus's Unstoppable, which is, let's be honest right now, his whole utility. Besides, I guess, like, bleed immune. Alright, so the Unstoppable wears off at the beginning of the fight. No big deal. Now he goes Unstoppable, but not against Valkyrie. Valkyrie just completely ignores the Unstoppable. Which, I don't know about you, but that's just one less thing you have to worry about. Here he's Unstoppable again, but not to her. She just treats him like he's unawakened, essentially. And that's really cool. Then the special too. Look at that damage. Triple, quadruple, 17,555. That's the only, to me, bad part of her when you've got somebody who hits so well into a block is you allow the person to counter right afterwards, which is why that evade comes in so clutch. That's what would make me nervous about using Valkyrie. But still, really good utility. Okay, here is, for my Suicides Masteries, one of the most stressful fights ever. Void. No matter who I use, unless it's somebody who isn't, got the bleed/poison at the beginning of the fight, then of course I'm fine. But normally, not so much. Alright, so you'll notice that she is just purifying Void here and taking away his utility. Now she's got that special 2 to hit into the block and just instantly purifies him again. Little mistake there, which I honestly appreciate for realistic gameplay, as they call it. And now she's hitting into his block. Once again, it's 60, 70,000 damage. And then look at this raw damage. Void is blocking, thinking that he has a good chance to survive. Nope. Just like Unstoppable Colossus, if you just looked at the damage from that fight, you would not know you were fighting Void. Okay, here is Mama Bear's ex-boyfriend, aka Psycho Man. And this is just another fun example of the overall damage output. Took down so much of the health. And that power builds up so effectively that if you just keep having the defender hold block, they're screwed. So, wow. I don't know if this is enough, and I apologize for my groggy voice. I woke up after a bad night's sleep. Okay. I don't know if this is enough to convince me to take her to rank 4 if I got her. And certainly it's a SIG 200 6-star, which is always important to note. But really unique utility. I always say have champions in your quote-unquote utility belt that do unique things in case you have a terrible matchup or new node that you need a specialist. And if nothing else, I can see Valkyrie as a really good specialist for your roster. So thank you again to Archon-2. This is really good gameplay and things to keep in mind as the game evolves.